Bluetooth want to connect to different stuff. Let me make sure I'm only on one Bluetooth. Disconnect that one. Hey, I had two things on Bluetooth, and now can you hear me? I had two things on Bluetooth, and then one of them don't want to work. Give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me, because I both my Bluetooths tried to connect at the same time, so I don't know. Maybe if I turn the car off, it'll stop trying to connect to the car. Well, anyway, I hope. Okay, good. All right, thank you. Yeah, I had to. I don't know. Both the Bluetooths was trying to connect. So hey, girl, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I just want to hop on here and say, because I'm not trying to be on here long. I got stuff to do, but I'm really concerned about us, about what we're doing out here, because there's a lot of confusion in the world as far as you said you can't see me. How you can't see me? That's crazy. You can't see or hear me? Okay, he said I'm beautiful, so I don't know. I guess you can see me. Okay, great. Thank you, Muhammad Abdul Fada. So I just wanted to get on here real the Chicago flipper. I don't know why that's funny. Is your city? Do you live in Chicago? Where are you from? What city are you in? And how's that city doing? Is it still standing after this last weekend? Did your police force have to come out and knock people upside the head? Are y'all able to raise the funds to get rid of all the graffiti? What city are you in? No BBWs and big backs? You got something to say? Right. So anyway, it's that's the part. That's literally right there. No BBWs and big backs is my example exhibit A. What's funny about if did Chicago flip red? We're working on it. What are you working on? Black fragility, I believe, is a thing, and we was talking about white fragility for years now. I remember what's her name, DeFranco. There was a researcher named DeFranco. She wrote some books on white fragility, which I read. Some of her, excerpts and stuff like that. I've seen her on panels, and some of that had some. Hello, Terry Miotis. Thank you. Some of that had some some validity to it. I do believe that there, is fragility in all of us. It comes from insecurity. We're human beings, right? But I think we got a little out of control with that. Just saying that white men were the only people. Thank you, Terry. White men were the only people who could be fragile. White people were the only people who could be fragile, because I'm looking at us right now, and I'm just trying to figure out why are we all over the place? Like, why are we so sensitive about everything? There's just always something. You gotta tiptoe and walk on eggshells with my people. And I know it's not unique to my people, so we can save that whole argument. But us specifically, it seems like we got a lot more things to be fragile about. If it's not, okay, so like perfect example, yesterday was Father's Day. And, of course you see people mentioning that there aren't, always black fathers in the homes. You can say, you can argue with that a lot, but then you're going to also say, well, there's a higher incarceration rate for black men, and there's a higher unemployment rate for black men, and there's less black men on college campuses. Thank you. There's less black men on college campuses. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that the fathers are always there, and they're okay. They had that one study where it was like, well, black fathers are, when they are present, they're the most active, and it's like, that's great. That's great, but we still skip it over when they are present, right? That whole when they are present means that typically they're not there. So my issue is, when we gonna start putting the things together and stop ignoring the half of the equation that's the real problem. You're from Germany. Oh my gosh. Hey, all right. Thank you. Shout out from Germany. A man, never a good woman. A man, never a good woman. I don't know what that means. Personally, I think a lot of folks got fragile, not to take away from your point. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody is fragile. Like, at some point, we're human. And nowadays, it's like the insecurities are just stacking on top of each other. But I feel black people are in this weird position where we keep denying our personal problems and making it about us being black. Like, these are just issues that you're having. And then some of them issues are unique to being black. Don't get me wrong. But I think we should definitely be having more conversations about the more you talk, your IQ continues to shrink. That's interesting. I was thinking the same thing about you. That we can't ignore the things that are actually specific to us. Like, so if you definitely dealing with unemployment, we're definitely dealing with high crime rates. We're definitely dealing with broken homes. Like, the statistics are there. And so we don't even want to look at the statistics. Our politicians don't want to look at them. Like, we are completely ignoring our role in where our community is. And I believe that I should be in the kitchen. Where should you be, putter shooter? Where should you be? Probably on the job instead of on my live. Probably making some money instead of on my live. Baseball and colored people. Basketball and colored people. Okay, basketball. We're talented at basketball. We're talented at a lot of things. We have had ample opportunities to open up doors for other people in our community and get some of these things together. But I just feel like we're not doing everything we could be doing to try to elevate our communities. So I think a lot of that has to do with, that's a level of fragility that we are not tackling. Like, we're not taking the opportunity to admit, like, you know what, this is a problem. We do not have homes that are two-parent homes as much as we should. And you can't solve a problem until you're actually willing to look at it. But I am now noticing that it's just so much easier to keep blaming everybody else for what we're not doing. Like, if I can't lose weight, or if I can't breathe because I'm smoking cigarettes all the time, or whatever the situation is, Black and Mild toothpaste. You're very interesting, Pooter Shooter. You should go into some creative arts, okay? But there's just too much ability to point the finger somewhere else. And so, like, even what I'm seeing with how everything's getting chaotic with law enforcement, with Trump, with all these other situations, like, okay, for example, law enforcement. We want to tell the police we don't need them in our communities, but then what's going to happen when we don't have any police in our communities? The fragility, to me, is the part that's keeping us from going, well, we do need the police. Yes, we've had some problems, but we have to hold them accountable. Like, you can't expect people to respect you as a community if you don't lay boundaries out. Like, that's anybody, as a person, as an individual. Like, if you don't set boundaries for what you will accept and what you won't accept, then you'll get nowhere. But I feel like the issue is we are constantly just worried about how we're perceived, not wanting to take any responsibility or blame. And then it's so much easier now with a Trump out here for us to constantly have something else to point to instead of looking at ourselves and going, what's going on? Because me personally, I have had nothing has happened in my life that is put me back because Trump was in office. He just got in there in the last, couple months, and people are flailing out everywhere, Solving a problem is three parts: action, pointing out a problem, introducing debated solutions, picking the best solution, practically applying them. Everything else is nonsense. Exactly, Coachy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, because that's really what it is. It's like, what are we doing? When are we going to look at the issues and start talking about the real issues? Everybody's in their feelings. And us looking at some enemy, some villain in our story. Oh my God, these people with these. I'm sorry. It's time. It's definitely time for me to go home. These people always looking for some sort of villain in their story, instead of going, man, sometimes you're the villain in your story. You can have all these other sub villains and sub characters, but honestly, sometimes you're the biggest villain in your story. I know that's right, Ed. Bye to you too. Sometimes you're the biggest villain in your story, and you have to go, you know what? I'm the only person that goes with me. I'm the only one who's following around everywhere I go. Like, it can't possibly be everybody. Like, and as black people, like, we honestly could get so much more respect if we would stop doing a tit for tat. Exactly. If you stay illegally in any other country, you'll also be in trouble. Exactly. Right, and then that's another thing. We're so busy crashing out for other people because they have somehow convinced us that we're next, that if it happens to them, it can happen to us. First of all, especially as a black American, you're crazy to think that they're gonna send you somewhere. Like, where are you going? Like, how are they? You're like 8 generations on this land, 7 generations on this land. Like, where are you going? Who's gonna send you where? They owe us. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, they owe us something. But I think being caught up on that and having this entitlement mindset is going to also be a problem, because at the end of the day, you're not expecting your conqueror to make you whole. Like, whatever person abused you this whole time, right? That's what y'all, that's the storyline, right? Why would they turn around and then go, you know what, let me go ahead and put you in a better position than me? Why would I do that? That's like art of war. Like, that's I know, right? That's like art of war. Like, I'm not about to give you the tools to defeat me. So at the end of the day, I think it's a waste of time to continue to wait on that. But if you feel like that's your calling, go ahead and try to make it happen. But I feel like at the end of the day, we're not even mentally ready for any of this. Like, if the government gave black people, let's say the government gave every individual, let's just say $100K, cleaned your credit report, free medical for the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying? Tax subsidies, like, you know what I'm saying? We would, and it gave you a piece of property. We would not, a lot of us would still be back to square one. Some people would end up selling the house to somebody, trying to flip it, letting 20 people in there that don't belong. And, like, I already know that it would not turn out the way that you think it's going to turn out. A lot of us don't even understand investments. A lot of us don't understand the law. Like, I just had my son had some friends, and he had his friend over, and he was like, "What's intellectual property?" And I'm like, "Wow, like, kids aren't even understanding, like, your thoughts are valuable, like, your ideas are worth money." And us as a people, we're so creative, but we're using all of our creativity to cause problems that reflect back on us. We're like, and that's the fragility, like the fragility and the the fragility and the creativity is going to be a problem if you can't fix the fragility. Like, you're going to continuously end up creating situations that you're being oppressed in, like they're not even happening for real, and you're making them up. Because again, like I said, everybody's out here wailing, calling me names because I support Trump and what he's doing right now. And it's like, Trump ain't did nothing to me. The people who've done things to me have been mostly Democrats and my own people, the people on a local level. Like, he ain't even been in office long enough to do anything to me, to harm my life. But y'all out here acting like the world is over, y'all crashing out, and I don't understand, like, the hysteria. Nothing's changed. Like, nothing's changed for you, but your mindset and the creativity of our minds and our imaginations are going wild. And then if people are constantly telling you, mostly these white liberals, constantly telling you you're a victim, you can't do this without help, you can't do that without help. That fragility is just snowballing. And so then what? What are you doing for your children with that mindset? Like y'all crashing out. Y'all know y'all children picking up on that energy. Like it's insane. Like I'm not about to let my children think that the world is over, that because some orange man bad. I'm not about to let my children think that life is not worth living because I was born in black skin. Everybody gonna be against you anyway. Everything's so hard because you're black. No, it's not. No, it's not. If anything, you should feel like, what, we done made it this far with no help and with a boot on our neck. So imagine what I could do if I could just stop seeing that boot on my neck. Cause the boot really not really there like y'all think it is no more. Yeah, I give it to y'all. 60 years ago, 100 years ago, yeah. But today, I don't see it. Like I'm not seeing it. Like of course there's police brutality, but we've had so many laws, consent decrees, Department of Justice investigations. Like y'all have to use the government to y'all advantage. We are a privileged class of people. Like I really feel that. Like we have a privilege because of what happened to us, and it's not because we should think of ourselves as slaves. It's because we legit went through so much, we're owed a debt, and they ain't gave it to us. So on top of that, I feel like that makes us even more like the chip on the shoulder should be crazy. Like should be crazy. Like I'm a black American. I'm a black American. My ancestors went through that and they still here and we still here. And y'all still can't do nothing about it. And watch me build wealth for my family and watch me continue to do it without y'all help. If you're going to give it to me, great. But if you're not, I'm still about to do it because that's what we've been doing. You had Tulsa, you had, what was the one? Rosewood, all of these communities that were taken out, but they were taken out because look how strong they were. 2025, I guarantee you, if enough of us turn it around, ain't nobody dropping no bombs on us. And we better be ready if they think they about to do it. But y'all out here whining and moaning, and ain't nothing happening to you. Like, I'm really trying to figure this out. Y'all crashing out. What is happening? Because I'm doing great. I'm loving life. I ain't had no problems. Thank you. No, for real. Like I'm really scared for us, and y'all. I'm worried about y'all and y'all children. I'm not scared for us because of Trump. I'm not scared of us because of none of these global affairs that's happening in the world. Wars and stuff. I'm not scared for us because of no economy. I'm scared for us because of this. The mind state and what we're putting into our children. The psychology is messed up. Like the victim mentality is messed up. All we got to do is start realizing how the pieces are moving. You're seeing, like, in every problem, there's the solution. It's right there. You're seeing, just like mass migration. That's why I feel like, as far as me for voting for Trump, it was like, oh, okay, I see how they gave all of this to them illegals real quick. They could have been did the same thing for us. These people are criminals, and they've been lying. So if anything, that should definitely have you putting the foot on the gas for reparations. But y'all not ready for that, and to do that as a group. Self-inflicted wounds are our biggest problem right now. Exactly. We keep doing stuff to ourselves and crying about it. Like I told some of y'all, I work for the Department of Human Services. I see this all the time. These girls, they're going through all of this stuff. They need help, but then they ready to crash out on the person that's trying to help them. No, never mind. Forget it. It's like calm down, baby. Mental health is very real. Like, people really need some mental health, and sometimes you're not going to get it from the traditional venues, the traditional people, because guess what? Sometimes your insurance ain't covering it. Sometimes them psychologists and them psychiatrists are on some BS. It's like the drug dealer. You know what I mean? He not gonna tell you to get up off the drugs if it's gonna keep you coming back. So that's when, like, we really gotta start thinking, like, being a better community, like being patient with each other, like meditating. That's my big thing. Like, some people just need a nap. That too. Oh, I've been, man, I used to be ready to crash out, and a nap would save me and a lot of people from some problems. I'm like, you know what, let me just sleep. Let me just take me a quick little nap. And sometimes you can sleep. That's why they say sleep on it, because you can sleep on it and you'll actually have a fresher perspective. I believe in in the cosmos talking to you. Like, I have dreams and I'll see something differently, completely differently than how it was before I went to sleep. So no, that's a great point. Like, just sleep on it. Like, y'all really be out here just ready to crash out. The alcohol, the drugs, all this extra stuff. Like, certain people should not be doing no type of drugs, and people be letting people, right, sleep it off, be letting people tell, get them all types of stuff, and now you're wilding. So yeah, I just had to say, like, man, like, the black fragility is hurting us right now. I mean, you could say that if white people got fragility and they did, but that, I mean, I look around and they not really out here like paranoid like we paranoid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they going out, they doing the stuff they want to do, and that's another thing. Like, people always would joke about, like, white boys crazy. They like to go out and do crazy stuff. White girls crazy. They like to go out and do crazy stuff. You see them, they wild, and they don't have, they be out in the wild with the animals, climbing mountains, diving in oceans, doing all types of stuff we wouldn't do. But at the end of the day, there is a freedom in them, some of them, that allows them to do stuff like that. Not saying that you're supposed to be out here being reckless and irresponsible, but you have to also acknowledge that that's a part of their mind state, is they're fearless in a way. Like, black people, we really full of a lot of fear. Like, it's always something. I don't want to go over there because of this. I don't want to do that because of that. Like, we block our own blessings over worrying about stuff. Like, for real, for real. Like, even investing. Like, people always, like, it takes money to make money. We be worried about, man, if I don't want to waste my money on that. If I spend my money, and that's why people will be like, I'd rather go buy. Exactly, programming, absolutely. Disconnect from your phone, absolutely. Meditation, that's why I'm big on meditation. Like, man, I'm not doing it as much as I should be doing, but, like, you should be getting up in the morning. Dreams are powerful too, and it's like, when you get out of that dream state, that's when, like, everything is kind of rushing you. So that's why it's good to, like, once you wake up, like, really try to focus your energy and make your day for yourself. Like, tell your day where it's gonna go. Like, I'm waking up, I'm a boss, I'm about to get this money, whatever your mantras are. Like, ain't nobody about to hold me down, ain't nobody about to get me down. That's meditation. If you gotta listen to some hood music that has a message for you that gets you going in the right direction, that's great. But if you waking up to some old crash out, lean, kill people, like, then yeah, you're probably gonna have a bad day. But that's a whole nother thing. Like, for real, like, I hate to see them moms that be yelling at their kids early in the morning. Like, it's first thing in the morning and you crashing out on your kid, and then now they gonna go to school and they about to have a bad day, and then that rolls over to the other kids and the teacher, and then it's just a cycle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, waking up in a good mood and just really carrying over. And that's why it's important to have a routine before you go to sleep at night, and take care of yourself. Do your self-care, do your meditation, pray, whatever you do. Go, thank you, go to sleep, have a wonderful, 5 hours, at least 6 hours of sleep. Drink your water, get up, meditate, plan your day, and then once you have a goal, like, when you're looking, it's like, when, like, okay, I don't know about if y'all run or nothing like that, but it's like, or even like when you play certain sports, I know, like, they tell you, like, okay, if you want the ball to go in a certain direction, like, I used to play soccer, and it's like, if you want the ball to go in a certain direction, you got to look at where you want the ball to go. Don't look down at your foot. Don't look down at the ball. Don't look at the sideline, because that's where the ball's going to go. The ball's going to go somewhere crazy that you're looking. You need to look exactly where your goal is. And so I think that's also the problem, too, is like, we're not focused. We don't have a goal. We don't pinpoint it, and we don't focus. So I just feel like, yeah, we got to stop being, because if you're focusing on your insecurities and you're focusing on what everybody else is doing and what everybody's doing to you and what might happen and what had happened and what could happen, and not what you want to happen, and not on yourself and what you need to improve with yourself, and what's good about you too. Like, focus on the positive too. Like, don't be like, I feel like it's a balance. Like, you can't all just be sunshine and lollipops and ignore what's wrong with you. You got to look at both, but focus more on the pluses, but then fix the minuses too. Like, we gotta do better, but we're in a scary place right now, like, overall. I've had so many people just crash out on me, like, about some stuff that I'm just like, I don't even know what you're tripping on. Like, this shouldn't even be an issue for you. Like, I'm living my life. You should be living yours. But I think too, this whole system has been, since the pandemic for sure, has been putting a number on y'all's mind states, and people need to just slow down. Like, everybody else is not the problem. Like, I guarantee you, it's probably you. When I'm looking at my life, I know it's me. I know I'm the problem. Because, like, I'm a boss. Like, why would anybody else be ruining my life? Why would I allow that? Why would I allow that? Like, I'm in charge. I'm in the driver's seat. And that's why I always tell my kids, like, you're in the car and you're driving always. Like, you're always the driver. So, I mean, that's even when y'all be like, Jesus, take the wheel. Who was driving then? If you asking Jesus to take the wheel, who was driving? It was you. So, like, sometimes you may have to go, you know what, I don't even know what to do right now, and let what happened happen. But also, you need to, majority of the time, be driving. You need to have your eyes on the road. You need to be ready, honk, honk, that's right, yeah. You need to be ready to turn that wheel and put it in reverse or park it when you need to. But, yeah, we got to take control of what's going on, because, like, we're being used on so many levels. And, like I said, it is not Trump, it's not white people, it's not like, we always been like, y'all can't have it both ways. We kings, we the greatest people on the earth, we the strongest people on the earth, we the most generous people, like our mayor said, we the most generous people on the planet. Well, then, what's going on with us in our communities? Why I can't get nobody to go in on buying a building or a property or a business with me? Why we can't share the resources that we supposed to be sharing with each other so we can get in? Why we gatekeeping? Like, we can't have it both ways. You can't say you kings and queens and you ruled Africa and we the greatest, most feared people on the planet, but then y'all scared of everything. Y'all scared of the police. Y'all scared of saving your money. You scared to go to this other neighborhood and go enjoy what they got on the other side of town. Like, for real, like, we can't have it both ways. Like, you gotta start thinking logically. Like, some of this stuff don't add up. You know, the 1 + 1 gotta equal to 2. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm just hoping that something clicks with us, because it's high time for it to happen. But I just wanted to get on here and say that. So, like, do y'all really think that black people are, like, the most confident people on earth? Because that's what people be trying to tell us. Like, we're just so confident everybody loves us and hates us at the same time. But it's like, honestly, like, I go places, and even if I do get a vibe from, like, say, some white people, like, trying to give me some little, you know the feeling, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not bothered. Like, I'm not worried about it. It's like, okay, she tripping, he tripping. Let me see what they're doing over here. I know he ain't gonna do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know he ain't gonna do it. He gonna just feel away, and he's just gonna look away. But what he gonna do about it? Like, we gotta boss up. Like, stick y'all chest out and go do it, because exactly, like, I be worried in the hood. Like, I mean, like, cause we be insecure and fragile, economically fragile, mentally fragile. Love is your religion. I know that's right. Yes, but you gotta love yourself first, and like, you can't be fragile loving yourself. When you love yourself, you build yourself up. You make yourself whole. You feel the cracks. You feel the cracks. Like, you got to. So I say all that to say, I love everybody. I want everybody to do the best they can do in their life for our children, because at the end of the day, those are the only people who should be able to be fragile and insecure, and we need to be building them up. We can't build the children up while we're being fragile and insecure. It's silly. It's useless, and that's the problem we're in now. We got a bunch of fragile people putting more fragility. Okay, we got some fragile people putting more fragility into little people. Like, we can't keep trauma dumping on our children, because that's exactly what we're doing. So I hope y'all, have a great week. Juneteenth's coming up, so please celebrate that, and just have a good summer. Like, we gotta have some peace. I'm in Chicago, and I know it gets crazy out here, but we gotta have some peace this summer. We gotta work on ourselves and just stop blaming, like I said, just stop blaming everybody else. Like, y'all crashing out about Trump, and Trump ain't really did nothing to y'all. If you look at the policy for policy, this man has actually done more for y'all than pretty much any president in your lifetime. And I need y'all to wake up and catch on, because we about to miss. Thank you. That's right, Trump 2025. Because we about to miss our train. We about to miss the train. They really tried to wipe us off the chessboard. And I don't think y'all seen it. Y'all still playing checkers. Oh, I hate him because they told me to hate him. Hate him. Yeah, Trump could be temporary. Everybody temporary. We all temporary. We all temporary. The point is that your legacy is forever. Exactly. Like your legacy is forever though. So work on that. Let's work on our legacy. Let's invest. Did I just fart? No, that's probably the bus or the cars out here. But I'm glad you in tune with my biological functions. I appreciate that. Um, that's right. Live your life, be happy, because yeah, that is your happiness and your vibe. Like is really what lasts and people remember, and you can instill that in your children. Like y'all out here living hopeless, and I feel really bad for people with young children because they're absorbing all of that, and it's really sad. But life is beautiful. Like I be telling my daughter, like we Disney princesses, girl. Like every time you see the birds, they talking and following you, girl. Like y'all gotta pump y'all kids up, but y'all gotta be able to pump yourself up to do that. But y'all out here scared of everything, and it's really sad. You know what I mean? It's not everybody, but it's definitely a whole lot of us that are really sad. No, I don't eat that stuff. Ed Farms, you funny. You got a farm, or that's just your name? If you had a farm, I might talk to you. Cause we need that too. We got to get our kids out here gardening and harvesting. We got to harvest for the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. But let me get off here and finish doing the things I got to do. But I just wanted to say that real quick, like, because, yeah, we got to work on ourselves. So let's try to, people who know better, please try to slowly help get people to come out of that mental state that's got them thinking that the world is like all against them, because it's not. Like, please stop believing that as a black person everything is made to make you fail. Like, you can't have both ways. You can't be kings and queens and ancient heroes and then now just be some punks that can't function without a hand out and a leg up, and you know the tears all the time about everything, just weeping and moaning. I can't do it with y'all. Okay, so I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm having a great time. Life is great, life is beautiful, and y'all stay blessed, positive, and just do what y'all gotta do. Keep focused. All right, y'all. Peace. Make sure you like and subscribe, whoever you are. It was a lot of people here. I couldn't catch everybody, but please make sure you like and subscribe, especially you, Ed Farms. Your last name's Farmer. Okay, well, congratulations. You should be farming though. Why not? That means one of your ancestors was a farmer. That's where them last names came from. All right, y'all. Hopefully you liked and subscribed and shared the content. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Have a good one.